extremists. They're crazy. But yet, a lot of Americans, or I guess a lot of people around the world, have a difficult time when it comes to Islam. It's like separating the extremists from the actual religion itself, and they paint it with a broad brush of just, oh well, you know, Islamists they're crazy, and, you know, they do this, and they have so much hate, and it's like, no, those are the extremists.
Well, I think they put too much emphasis on those kinds of news where I don't think it really even concerns us as a society as a whole, because I don't think they're, I don't know. What do you think? I think we have more important things to be concerned with than, like you say, about that news in Seattle. You know what I mean?
It's like our politicians. When they get in office, they push forth a personal agenda with their cronies.
Exactly.
And that's all that's going on. And like the whole,
right.
if Al Gore would have been elected in 2000, there wouldn't have been any of this.
Well,
but because Bush was, and they're oil men, and they're jealous and hate and greedy towards Islamic men. That is what's behind it all, really.
I mean,
really. And I'm not saying that other presidents are any better, but it's the truth. They get in there and they just push forth their own personal agenda for them and their cronies. Wade and I, several years ago, we were in Los Angeles, we went to Reagan's Museum in Simi Valley. The same kind of thing. When you first walk in there, in marble, they have names of all these people that supported Ronald Reagan, or he supported, that he buttered the bread for.
Sure.
Yeah, they had the Shah of Iran, they had Merv Griffin, they had all these billionaires and millionaires, and that's all that.
Well, those millionaires, those trillionaires, whatever you call them, those are the dudes that pulls the strings. I mean, the government is a puppet, I think.
Oh no, I understand.
I mean,
I'm saying, yeah.
I think they're the ones who control the strings. They control the purse strings, I think, because they could manipulate, they could influence, and.
It's all just those people buttering their bread for one another.
I mean, you gotta understand, you can only be president for at least 8 years at the most, right?
Yes.
How much can you do in 8 years to make a big impact and a big change? You tell me.
Well,
not much,
what
right?
Bush was able to do in his 8 years is to set on the agenda that somehow we're being threatened by Islamic terrorists, just like in Philippines, where you're from. Marcos in the 1980s got the Filipino people to believe that he was preventing communist insurgents from taking over the Philippines.
Oh, that was all a propaganda. I mean, that guy made it up. I mean, honestly, he can't.
He was able to do that.
He controlled the press. He controlled everything.
The United States, what they did with Marcos, it worked so well there. They thought they would try it here, and that's what was going on there.
That's interesting.
I know when I was there,
Marcos was saving billions of dollars, but the people knew he was doing it in a corrupt way, but they overlooked that all because they loved Americans so much they wanted to be a democracy, and he got them to believe that he was protecting them from communist insurgents. Now we have Bushes in America. It works so well in the Philippines. They tried in America where they set up 911 and all that, and get Americans to believe that they're protecting them from Islamic terrorists, and then do their own personal agenda on top of that. That's just my truth about that, and that's what I was saying earlier. If you believe that there's any objective truth, to me that really is a truth in my heart, or my belief. It's not just opinion. I think I've worked for the government for a few years, and that's my truth about it.
You're going to be a nice sunset tonight?
Well, it's kind of